Alright guys, welcome to the Hoodie tutorial. And this time we are going to talk about Ohm's Law under the DC circuits or circuits 1. So basically, Ohm's Law stated that um, the current, which is depicted as I, is basically directly proportional to the voltage source, which is represented by capital letter V, or in the other books, this is represented by the capital letter E, but they are both the same. And then the current I is also inversely proportional to the resistance, which is represented by capital letter R in a circuit. So basically, this is the statement of the Ohm's law. This is the principle, and if in this statement we could easily create an equation right here. So if we put some I right there, that is equals to, so the current I is basically directly proportional to the voltage V right here. So we can put V in the numerator, and it is inversely proportional to the resistance. So we can put R in the denominator. So this is now the equation of the Ohm's law. This is the most basic and the most fundamental equation that we're going to have in terms of studying circuits. So from this equation we could also derive that in order if we need to find the voltage. So voltage is basically equals to, if we try to cross multiply this one, this is I over 1, that is 1 times B, which is also V, and then also in this side, that is the current I and times the resistant R. Therefore the voltage is equals to the current multiplied by the resistance of the circuit. So this is now the value of the voltage in terms of Ohm's law. And another one is that the equation of Ohm's law in terms of finding the resistance. So from here, if we try to divide both sides by the current, that leads to the voltage divided by current. So therefore the resistance is basically equals to the voltage all over the current that is flowing to the circuits or to the circuit. So right now we have the three equations from the Ohm's law. So all you need to do is just to memorize any of these, and the most important thing is that you have to understand how to derive the equation. So in terms of units, let's say units right here, I is in terms of ampere, that is the capital letter A, and then voltage, that is V, is obviously in volt, that is in a capital letter V, and then of course the resistance is in terms of ohm, that is the Greek letter omega. So that's it for the Ohm's law. Let's go to the example number 1. Okay, so in a circuit with a source voltage of 50 volts and then a resistance of, that is 100 ohms right here. So all we need to do is to find the current. What is the current? So let's write the given first to understand the problem more. So we have voltage, let's call that into red. Voltage is equals to, right here, that is 50 volts, and then the resistance is equals to 100 ohms. So all we need to do is to find the current I. So let's put into the solution right here. So from this equation, from this three equation, we can use this one because this is in terms of I. That means that the current is equals to the voltage of the circuit divided by the resistance. So here we have the current, sorry, this is not, that is voltage divided by the resistance of the circuit. So let's continue. Let's put that the value of voltage we have here. We have 50 volts, and in the resistance, which is 100 ohms. That means that we are going to have a current of 0.5 ampere. So this is the answer for the example number 1. So we could also create a schematic diagram of a circuit right here. So knowing that we have a DC source of 50 volts that is connected, no, there is a series, I mean a resistor right here that is in 100 ohms. So the what we are finding is the current, which has a value of 0.5 ampere. So that's it. Let's go to example number 2. Okay, so what we are going to see right here, obviously we have a voltage which has no value. This is a DC voltage since we are talking about DC circuits. And then we have a value of a current which is 6 amps, and also the resistor. All we need to find is the voltage. So let's go to the solution directly. So based on what we are talking lately, voltage is equals to the current, sorry, let's color that into white, equals to the current multiplied by the resistance of the circuit. So our current in this circuit is obviously 6 amps. We put that 6 amps right here, and then the resistance, we have a 600 ohms. So therefore we have a voltage multiplying these two is 3600, and the unit of voltage is volts, or capital letter V, or that is also equals to 3.6 kilovolts. Both are the same answer. So this is going to be the answer in the example number 2. Yeah, let's proceed to the last example, which is example number 3. Right here we have a voltage, this is a DC source, which is 20, and then we have a current which is 5 amps. All we need to find is the resistance R. So based on this discussion lately, the value or the formula in terms of finding R of the Ohm's law is equals to the voltage all over the current. So we have a 20 volts right here in the numerator, that is divided by, we have also the value of the current, which is 5 amps. That is 5 amps. That means that we are going to have a resistance of 4 ohms. So that is going to be the answer in this example right here. So that's it, guys. I hope you learned something from this video. Study well, and please comment down below if you have any question. I'll answer that right away. And God bless.